I'm gonna do my intro, and then after I do that, I'm going to switch over and then I'll be right back while we do recaps. Because it shouldn't take me very long to put away all my food. All right, I'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. So, we are back with another episode of the Evergiven with my insanely crazy, insane group. Yeah. Um, my silly players who like to keep me on my toes. Anyway, so Cammy, I think. Oh, hold on. Where did everybody go? Hold on.
To the land of to the null void.
Everybody disappeared on my screen. Why did it do that?
I see that too.
Yeah, everybody it literally bumped. Oh, I know why.
I uncovered my camera and then it broke everything.
There we go. I fixed it all. All right.
Null void. It's okay.
It was in the null void. Everybody disappeared for a moment. Anyway, so Cammy, what is the recap from last week?
All right. We went through the hole and we found missing piece, or more of the missing planet that Aria came from. Then we went to go search more of the area. Found a puzzle of looping hallways. Never figured out how to get out of it. Instead, Ladem showed up, although we didn't know who he was at first. Until Elodia, I think, asked, "Do you know who he is?" And that's me.
Hey,
Uh,
that's me.
he has lots of magical runes on his arms.
Yes.
He does not want to touch the necklace that Elodia has, because he pretty much relies upon magic to exist. We each had our own special, was it, trial
Hmm.
to gain access to the library that he protects. And should I go through each of the trials or?
You can go through the trials if you'd like to, because it's kind of important. Maybe some background information about each of you. Actually, if you want, each of you want to tell me what happened during your part of the trial. We'll start with you, Cammy. What happened in yours?
Uh, I was shown possibly could have been my parents once upon a time, but it didn't really have an effect on him because he never really pined for family. He was happy with the ship and his the crew. So his test didn't really work very well.
I mean, it still did. It still got you to where you were supposed to be. Make the same choices to get where you are.
True, true. I mean, he didn't really partake exactly. He just sat down and wanted to fight, and ended up getting to fight Ladem instead.
And got your butt handed to you very quickly. Um, uh, um, let's see. Zerai, what happened in your trial? If she's back.
I
I'm
guess
gonna go
not.
ahead and say the answer is no.
She oh, I think she'll be back in a minute. So while we're doing that, how about you, Dana? What happened in your trial?
Um, my it ended rather quickly. I was presented with the vision of my long late father, and yeah, it escalated quickly.
It did, and it ended very quickly because Ladem's like, "Nah, I'm done. I don't want to. We're not doing that." What about you, Victor? What happened in yours?
I was shown a vision of my my family shop, and in it was my mom, dad, and my two siblings. And my dad basically tried to tell me that everything that I was told as a child when I used to listen to stories was all a lie, and that Captain Ashen wasn't a true person. Ended up throwing the book at my father and passed my test.
Very cool. And what about you, Claudia?
I failed.
You did. How did you fail?
I failed because I wanted to change the past.
Yes. And what happened in yours?
Um, I made a mistake that cost people's lives.
Somebody's heart got a little too big.
Okay. Elaborate.
My my late father was one of them.
Yeah, and you tried to save everybody instead of doing what he told you and escaping so that you could save your own life, and you went down with the ship.
Yep.
And you wouldn't be where you are today if you didn't.
Nope.
Interesting. And you were the only one out of the whole group who failed. As soon as Miss Sarai comes back, we can get hers, but she had a late arrival of some groceries, so she's putting them away at the moment.
I also failed the battle with Ladem because I didn't want to fight unless it's
That was
necessary.
more of a like, all right, just come on, I'll take you three at the once, and not by myself. It's fine.
Like, no, I don't like fighting people that don't deserve it.
That's interesting. So, um,
Sparring is a whole other situation though.
oh, is Zerai back?
Nope, Captain still abandoned us.
No, it's just moving around on its own. Got it. um. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we left off. Is he looked at you all and says, "So there's a slight problem. and that's where we left off.
Oh, good. I made it back just in time.
Oh, hey, you're back. Cool. Before we go on, Zerai, what happened in your trial?
Oh, in my trial, I awoke, or I was not awoke, but like I was basically chained to a wall, and I was getting. Oh man, I was sorry. I was looking at a piece of mail quick. Um, I started my trial, and I was chained to a wall, and I was getting kind of loomed over by a demon. One of the or a female demon at that. That's an important detail. Um, and some of the and during the trial, I I was trying to fight for my freedom as best as I could, and and in the end, I refused to, or I basically told the demon I would rather die than live in servitude under her again.
Okay.
And um, while I was, or she proceeded to hand me a dagger, and instead of taking my own life, I attempted to stab her, and that's where the trial ended.
Okay. And then you no longer remember. You remember what happened, but you don't remember what it is that you remembered when she told you could remember. You have no idea what you remembered.
I remembered, and then I forgot again.
Yep.
But I remember the trial.
You remember the trial itself, and that's all you remember. So, as Ledem, so there's a problem.
Is it me?
No, dear, you're absolutely fine. No, so how do I put this gently? I exactly can't send you back. Exactly.
What do you mean
Where
can't send us back? Where to what time we came from?
Not exactly. So, I sent the last group that was here back to theirs, and I think I got them close. It's not an exact science. I can get them within a month. However, I had to use, and he pulls out this completely black stone from his bag. I had to use my last one, and I don't have another one. Um, do you happen to have one? And he holds it up.
I know I don't for sure. Like as I pat my pockets because our backpacks are still on the ship.
All of your backpacks are on the ship, along with most of your gear.
yes.
I
I got
wonder
nothing.
why.
Ah, come on, it was a good time.
Everybody's looking at you, Dana. um, he says this is an emerald, and I need this one that's worth around 3,000 gold to be able to get you within a month ish of when you left. Um. So,
We would be going back in time if we left?
well, if if I had one of these, I could put you back to where you approximately need to be. But I don't have another one of these. I know where one is, but I can't go there because I'm stuck in the library. I'm stuck in this library and caretaker. I can't leave, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would do it myself, and I'd probably do it faster and probably better. Um, but maybe you guys can go do it for me.
I mean, do we
Kinda
really have
have
a
to.
choice?
I mean, I could just send you back through the portal, and it's been about approaching a year and a half ish.
So where is this emerald?
So it's kind of, if you want to think dimensions, it's below us, but not exactly. And he walks over to the door that you guys walked in before. He turns the key and then continues turning it and then turns it once more and turns it once more, and he opens the door. And on the other side of the door, you see a jungle.
Oh, fantastic.
That'll be fun.
So if you want to go home, go through that door right there, and it'll take you somewhere kind of warm, and you can, if you go down that hill right there, there's a huge cave down there. I unfortunately can't leave because I'm stuck here. I literally can't walk through this door. Um, watch.
Can we push
And
you
he goes to go through the door and immediately is walking through the door.
through? Oh.
You, on the other hand, can leave. I am bound here until I am relieved.
So the
So
emerald is in the cave.
so I know there's one down there. Because that used to be an emerald mine. So you could probably find one fairly easily. Um, just watch out for the things on fire. Good luck.
Wait, whoa, 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 whoa,
What?
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Huh?
whoa.
Are they punchable?
No, it'll be okay, Captain. Don't worry about it.
No, 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 no. He specifically said things on fire. Like, what kind of things are on fire?
Creatures, plants.
Everything?
Other humans.
The fuck?
Wood.
Okay, this is sounding fun.
As you look again, the vegetation seems to be, yes, it would be a normal jungle, except for everything is almost on fire. It is all reds and oranges. There are some greens, but you can't really, I mean, you can still see them. Um and it looks very, very warm there. He's like, I shall help you all out, though. And he walks up to each one of you and he touches a rune, touches one, touches the other, and you all, and he says, and you all now have protection from fire for the next 3 or 4 hours.
I mean, Zerai is naturally resistant to fire.
Well, now you have because it stacks. You have invulnerability to fire, or actually you take a quarter damage from fire instead of full damage, because it stacks on top of one another. For these, for his ability.
Yeah,
Um,
I think the resistance is half damage.
so you have resistance. Resistance is half. Correct. Or is it if you have resistance and then I think you go resistance and then you go full immunity. So you would actually be immune to the fire. Everybody else has resistance to fire for 4
Do you still
hours.
feel the heat?
It is warm. It's like a warm summer day.
Oh, gross.
In other words, it's hot as balls in there out
Oh, it's
in
warm.
and out.
So if you probably want to hurry because that only lasts about 4 hours, and you don't want to get caught in there because yeah. By the way, welcome to one of the levels of hell. Have fun.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Which level of hell?
Oh, it's the 4th.
Oh, that's great.
Just be quick.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Oh, do you guys not have? Oh, I think I gave you each a couple runes. I haven't had a chance to put them in your character sheets yet. I have been super busy all week. But each of you had a special rune that he gave you. 2 of you had healing runes.
I'm so
And I
close.
had
I had that cure wounds, and I think who else? Somebody else had cure wounds.
Yeah, 2 of you have cure wounds.
I don't get to know what mine does yet.
Yeah, you don't get to know what yours does yet.
Sanctuary.
One of yours that did sanctuary.
Yeah.
One of you didn't know what it did.
Yeah.
It was me and Harambe who had healing. Winby had sanctuary.
Which one did you get?
We don't know.
No, we don't know what King Louis was.
You.
But what did you get, Elodia?
confidence 12.
Oh no, you got a Bard's Inspiration.
Yeah, Bard's Inspiration.
A D12 to Bardic Inspiration. I have to put them in your character sheets and I have to program them as feats. Where did my pencil go? There it is. Yes.
It didn't take up a spell slot.
It doesn't take up a spell slot. It is a once.
Hey, come on.
Just want to make sure that I had it right.
Okay.
And since it can't
Once
be,
a day use.
since it doesn't use a spell slot too, it can't be upgraded with by higher spell slots either, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Just want to make sure I had my notes right.
Bardic. Inspiration would be Dana gets Sanctuary, and King Louis unknown. Yours is not active yet.
For long rest, correct?
Once per long rest. What just happened?
The stream closed.
Why did my own stream closed? Why did my own stream close? I didn't close it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, what? Why did my thingy?
Did Discord crash?
Oh, Discord's working fine on my end.
No, Discord is being very weird. It like literally lost the tracking for my other thing, and everybody should come back. Let me fix everybody.
All messed up.
Yeah, I have to fix it. There we go. There we go.
I switched my screens.
And I
Tommy doesn't want to be on cam.
That's fine. That's what I got this little thing for. It just sits on my camera whenever.
All right. So, he looks at you all and says, you all have your weapons and your things with you. Do you need anything else?
potions would be nice.
Some spell slots.
I know what.
Some spell slots. Are you out of spells?
I don't know what it's called, but can you make my fists be holy weapons?
No. I mean, yes, but no. Um.
Demons.
You don't get special treatment.
I can get a
You guys
second
could do it
level
too.
back.
Sword as well. You could ask him to bestow holiness
Okay.
upon your weapon.
So, I can give you a couple healing potions, and none of you have any tools.
We made a few snacks for Louis.
This is true.
I mean, I have
Hold on,
rituals, but I don't know.
All right, here you go. He hands you a small bag of a small bag of rations for each of you, something to snack on. He hands you two regular healing potions,
Oh,
and he
I'll
hands
those
you a pickaxe. So you have a tool, so you can get it out if you have come across one in a wall.
I'll take the pickaxe.
Or it's on a giant statue. Cough, cough.
No. I don't know why,
You
but
want to do
Zerai
that thing?
just doesn't feel comfortable going on this quest.
Oh, come on. We made it this far, Captain. It'll be great. Let's do it.
Yeah, just something tells me I shouldn't go here, but we're going.
Or you can stay and we just take care of the rest.
Right, right. You know that's not gonna happen.
Well, actually, your character doesn't know.
No, she doesn't know, but she has a bad feeling.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, you could probably.
Captain might not trust us yet after our last endeavor.
No, it's not that I don't trust you.
It's Dana.
Although I am keeping a close eye on Dana.
Dana.
Madame, do you have any shackles?
This is not the time or place.
Maybe?
Damn, Dana's getting the
I'm
special
joking.
treatment. Lucky.
I know, right?
I'm joking. We're not gonna shackle her just yet.
Captain doesn't offer that to me.
Yeah, that's for later.
Also, when we get
That's for
back to
downtime.
them, I have some questions I need to ask you.
I will be here, as hopefully you all will be. You better hurry, because you
Yeah, I
have.
was gonna say, as I say that, and as we do that short little exchange, I turn and I walk through the door.
Okay.
Sprint through the door to catch up with Captain.
I will be shortly behind.
Let me grab this really fast. So you all walk through the door, and it definitely feels like you've walked into a very hot summer day. You know, I don't know if you have ever walked outdoors in the midsummer in Baltimore with 100 degree with a 99% humidity, but it is like hitting a brick wall.
No, but I've done that in Florida. It was god awful.
Florida, same thing. Super hot, super muggy, kind of almost miserable. You know that if you were not,
that kind of temperature in California like a few weeks ago.
yeah,
so.
it was, but it was still, it wasn't humid like it is on the East Coast. Um,
Like 70% humidity here. It was pretty
And
damn bad.
Lodi's just struggling to breathe.
but you imagine that if you were not, if you didn't have protection from heat at the moment, and some resistance, that it would probably boil your skin.
As I run through the door, I'm gonna look at Dana and say, "Okay, Dana, now I'm actually pissed at you.
What did I do?
I don't like the warmth."
Well, I
Neither
didn't
do
send
I.
you here.
You started this.
You walk into and you hear almost like all the trees are on fire. You're surrounded by what sounds like an inferno. all around you. It is kind of loud. You can still speak and you can still act as normally, but it is a like if you've ever stood next to a roaring fire, sounds like that.
I mean, this is hell, so.
It's one of the levels of hell. Only the fourth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What would you? And as you do, you notice the door is still open. And Ledem is standing on the other side.
I just start walking towards the cave. I want to get this done and over with.
I'm gonna kind of wave back at Liddell and like, see you in a bit, as I'm following past him.
He kind of nods as you all head off down the hill. It doesn't take you but a couple moments to get to the bottom of the bottom. You guys reach the bottom fairly quickly. You don't notice anything as of yet odd. You haven't seen any creatures. It's just very eerie.
Sounds like hell.
Yeah, but no screaming. Where's all the screaming?
Where's all the screaming? It doesn't have to be screaming to be hell.
Yeah, but that's the fun one.
I mean, possibly.
You could also look up like what each level of hell pertains to for the D&D lore.
Yeah.
Where you are, this is currently all on fire.
Which is like
Hey guys,
battle
let's get the. Let's get this done so we get the fuck out of here.
You walk to the cave and you enter the cave. I am. No, dang it! I did the wrong book. You all enter the cave, and as you enter, I'm just going to use this one. I don't have the exact map of the whole area, but I'm going to use this one as when you guys get into fights, so you guys can see exactly where you're at. Because I did not have a chance to get the map together, so we're going to use this one.
Damn it, you're supposed to have your shit together.
Yeah, I usually do, but today I don't because it has been a week at work, and
Is everyone having an off day today?
yeah, it is kind of really an off week for me, so. It's kind of an off week, not just a day.
Still.
All right.
Relatable.
Did everybody got their characters up?
Yep.
Okay.
Roll 20 to completely open. It's doing that stupid editor thing over and over again. You just tried closing it and opening it again.
It does that for me. I just don't mess with it.
So if you just go into the browser itself and just delete the editor part and hit enter, it should take you to the actual page.
That's what I did last time. It just brought me right to the editor again.
Oh.
And then it takes me to the games, and I click launch games. Then it takes me back to the editor. Let's see if this works. This worked last time. Closing the thing and reopening it.
Did you get it?
No, why is roll 20 being so stupid at this?
I see one there.
I see you're in.
Now he's gone.
And he's gone.
Am I there now?
And
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
yeah, you keep coming in and out. I don't know why it's not. Could it be your browser that's messing up?
Maybe I'm using Opera.
Maybe that's why. Try using the different browser. just to see if it works.
Where you at? Come here, Chrome.
It doesn't in Chrome for me.
Jess, don't you use Opera?
Yes.
And you haven't run into this problem?
Nope.
Interesting.
I haven't figured out how to use Opera to make Roll20 work or Beyond 20 work. So
Because Opera is kind of based on Chrome.
It is slightly based. Did it work?
No, it's being dumb right now. Come on. Does it say I'm in the thing right now or no?
It says you're in.
Yes.
I can see your username.
Then I'll just do it where I'll just watch the stream and then I guess I'll ask you to move me.
Okay.
And then I should still be able to roll just fine.
Yeah, you should be able to roll because you're rolling on the other side, so you're fine.
Yeah. I just won't be able to move myself. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, that will work. Okay, so you all enter into this large cave, and as you do, you notice that there are lots of looks to be scrapes, and it looks like people have dug here for many, many years. And you see lots of discarded rocks and things like that. You currently don't see any sort of green emeralds anywhere. It just looks like some sort of maybe a sandstone or something. You're not sure, because none of you are dwarves. You can check to see if you know what type of rock it is, but at the moment you have no idea. Would you guys like to continue on, or what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna.
Continue on.
You can see that this cave goes back as far as you can see, and it slowly gets a little bit smaller and begins to narrow. Right, currently where you're at, it's like a 20-foot opening.
So I'm gonna start walking towards the back of the cave slowly, and I'm going to be just looking around and carefully looking for something that looks like the gemstone that I need.
You walk towards the back, and it's starting to get a little bit darker as you get further and further into the cave, almost as though there's no light in here, obviously.
I cast a light on my mace.
And you continue on into the back, towards the back of the cave. You go about 30 feet. It still goes further and gets smaller, and it slowly goes down to about a 5-foot wide corridor. And I need all of you, as you begin entering into the 5-foot wide corridor, to roll a perception check.
perception.
And I also need
See shit.
Ooh. I rolled good.
19. Elodia, you have no idea. As do you, Victor. You don't see Jack and shit, and Jack left town.
That horrible roll. All of a sudden, he's like, "Where'd my nose go? I can't see my nose."
Okay.
I'm gonna give it back my nose.
But I have night vision.
Good for you.
Not today, you don't.
Night vision doesn't pertain to like paying attention and like perceiving things.
Just because you can see at night doesn't mean you can see at night.
Right?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna be walking around like.
As you, what are these guys? Okay, perfect. As you guys walk in, Jade, can I get a marching order from all of you as you begin to enter the 5-foot area?
I would probably I would probably be heading the pack.
Okay, so you're in first.
Well, I guess I'd maybe second because I kind of ran in after the captain.
Okay, so you're second.
I'd probably follow Victor pretty close because he's my light source.
Dana and Elodia, who's taking up the rear?
I'll take the rear.
Probably be fourth, I would say. So
Captain
that
in
makes sense.
front.
Okay.
Back, captain, back.
So Louis, you're the only one. Louis, as you walk past, as you begin to step into the five, as it narrows into the 5 foot area, and it's literally a 5 foot path, you notice that was that your imagination, or did that wall move? Maybe you're just imagining things. Roll an insight check.
Insight. There we go.
15.
Ah, finally.
No, it was just him. You didn't see it.
Oh.
You did really well on your roll, but you didn't need to roll one.
We just kind of looking around like, what?
As you're looking at the wall, maybe it was just a dance of the lights against the wall, but you almost swore that the wall almost moved, but it could have just been the way the shadows are playing off of the light source.
I'm gonna poke it with my staff.
It's a wall.
Like a couple of times, like one of them kind of hard, just to make sure.
Yeah, you stab it. You stab it really hard. With your staff, kind of smack it really good, and everyone behind you, you watch him go over and start smacking the wall. A couple times.
You okay over there?
All right.
Yeah,
Louis?
just one more second. Put my little hand up in the gun motion, and I'm gonna just kind of hit the wall with my radiant bolt. Just to see.
You're not gonna touch the wall.
He is hitting it with his stick.
No. Hi.
Radiant. No, I'm gonna shoot it with my radiant sunbolt, which does radiant damage.
All right.
In the hell area.
All right, you're gonna shoot the wall.
Yeah, with the thing. Won't ricochet or anything. So.
I've seen this. I'm gonna shoot the darkness. Somewhere. Where did I see this at?
Darkness with light, though.
Can I do a prestidigitation?
You can. What are you prestidigitating?
A quick slippery bottom of his shoes, feet, or whatever he's walking with.
Okay.
So he falls back instead of possibly causing destruction.
Oh, okay. This is really interesting. So go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw for me as your feet get greased. 23. You keep your footing as you cast your spell. Go ahead. Is it an attack roll? Or is it a saving throw?
I'm trying to see what is no. I don't know. I've never actually used the thing before. Where is it? You gain a special range spell attack with the range. So you use dexterity.
Spell attack.
Okay. Well, I'm clicking around on the page. Okay, here it is. It's under just an attack. So then +6.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
21.
21. You hit the wall. It explodes all over the wall.
Does it hit any of us?
No.
No. I'm not going to shoot anything that can ricochet and explode and hurt everybody.
It just hits the wall and makes a big splash.
Certain I saw the wall move.
Then touch it.
Louie, you're not hungry,
You
right?
touch it.
Eat some. Okay.
Okay.
We're in hell and it's a moving wall. Have fun.
I put my hand on the wall and wait to see if it moves.
It doesn't move.
Okay.
Could
It's
have
a
been
wall. It feels like a wall. It's a warm wall,
but
you're also in hell.
shifting.
It's not shifting. It's not moving.
That's all you had to do. Put your hand on it.
And that's going to be what's on your. And I know what's right on your gravestone. I chose to touch it instead of.
That's hilarious.
Yo.
I chose to touch it.
I hold up my hand and point to my burn mark. I know not to touch things before they're supposed to be touched. Never
The
forget.
things that we're safe from fire. This is an exception.
No, we're not safe from fire. She's safe from fire, I point to the captain. You're not.
We're all protected.
As
You have
they're
r-
bickering,
Go, okay.
as they're bickering, I'm just going to keep walking.
I'm gonna be right behind you.
I'm just gonna walk after it. Gotta explain to a magician how magic works. What kind of world is this?
You continue walking down the path. And it kind of turns every so often, and you can feel the path kind of winding. And up ahead, you can see that it opens up again. But you're not sure. You can't see really into the room because it's ahead of you. And you can only see so far. So it does seem to open up somewhat.
With light.
Even with the light, you can only see so far. Is anybody stealthing, or are you just walking through?
I'm just walking through because
I have no stealth.
Okay.
All stealth is.
I'm gonna be on.
So stealthing is half movement, FYI. If you are trying to be very quiet, you have to move at half movement.
No. Me being small, do I get like partial hiddenness because I'm around all these people who are bigger than me?
It's just easier to hide amongst them, yes.
Okay. But I'm just being extra vigilant since I'm pretty sure I saw the wall move. Just in case,
I mean, I could try to stealth, but I have disadvantage on stealth, so.
Oh, stealth. Since we can't see what's possibly in there. Better safe than sorry.
Well, Victor has light cast upon himself, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a giant 60-foot sphere of light that we're walking around, and I don't think we're stealthing anything.
True.
What are you gonna be?
Actually, there's two spheres of light.
And yeah, you're all in darkness, and there's two big spheres of light walking through the thing. I don't think you can stealth very easily unless you step out of into the darkness.
That or we'd have to like crit completely, and they'd have to completely fail their detection. And it's like, oh,
Kind of, yeah. All right. So, as you all, as you step out and you begin to exit the mouth of this small cave into a larger cave complex, in the middle of the room, you, as you're looking down, you see something in the middle of this large room, and it looks to be like almost like a rock in the middle of the room, but as you're watching it, it kind of shifts just slightly.
So now you guys saw that move this time, right?
I saw that move.
See, told you the rocks move.
I'm gonna pick up a stone. I'm gonna cast light at it, and I'm gonna throw it to where it lands next to what just moved.
As you see, it's something begins to move, and as it turns, it looks at you with two red, small, beady eyes looking straight at you. Go ahead and give me
Pull my
a.
shield off my back.
Go ahead and give me a. Let's do. You can roll either history or arcana.
You make it sound like I do this for my sake, rather.
I'll do history.
That would be a 21.
What? Oh yeah, no, for eat. Ooh, there's okay. I got my bad roll out of the way. I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that.
And you're at the very edge of the light, and when the light comes, you engulf this small. It's a humanoid creature.
Right. If it's right there, I would have thrown the stone right here.
Yes.
So there would be a light source right there too. So
Yes.
I'd be able to clearly see it.
So now you can see it. You can see it very clearly. And as it turns around, you see let's see who got Arcana 21. Okay, so I see two 21s. Dana, what you got your 21, and Zerai. And Elodia didn't even roll. Because she's in a conversation with her roommate. You realize, for both of you, because 21s are pretty good, that this is a bearded devil.
Oh yay!
With a 21, it is. You do know that it is. That it is poisonous. It can use its beard to poison you, and you know that it has very good dark vision. And it looks at you. Dinner. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Wait, would it speak Inferno or Undercommon?
It does, in fact, speak Infernal. And it said that in Infernal. For anybody who knows it.
I would look at it and in Inferno, put my hands up and be like, "We're not dinner. We're just here for a stone."
Okay. So I still need an initiative.
Yeah.
I don't think it cares.
All right, let's switch over to transition over to the screen right here. Why is... Hold on. Let me fix this map really quick because for some reason it is only showing part of the map and I don't understand why. Battle map. Oh, well, that's why. Let's just make it bigger. Okay. Um, hold on. Let's see if I can shrink this just a little bit.
We still need one more initiative, don't we?
Yeah.
We do.
But she's busy talking. Hello, Dia.
Hi.
Hi. Would you like to roll initiative?
Initiative. Oh, got it. Initiative. Wait. I think that's the action. That could be it.
Could you not hear us? Ms.
The one above wisdom.
That's
No.
intelligence. Should be in the middle top of the thing, right below proficiency.
Should be right next to your armor class.
Yeah, it should have its own.
Yeah.
In big letters.
In great big letters.
Yeah. The INT over there was for intelligence.
All right.
I'm not even gonna make the joke there.
So that is going to be King Louis with a 20. 20, and that will be a Zerai with a 11, and Elodia with a 6, and Victor with a 5, and Dana with a 4. All right, I'm gonna roll their initiatives.
Kind of noticed that. Are we supposed to? There's a second dot farther back on the map. Are we supposed to see that?
That's off the map.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't see that at all.
You only see one.
Okay.
If you look at your own map.
My vision's
The
been
only
playing
one
tricks
we
on me
can
already.
see right now is this one.
Yeah, my vision's been playing tricks on me. I thought I saw the wall move.
I'm trying to get this so that it'll show. Hold on. Let me get this so it'll show more. I'm trying to get to so it'll show both, but it's having difficulties showing both you and the bad guy. There we go. Let's see if I can shrink this down. There you go. That's the edge of the battlefield. That'll work. Okay, there we go. Now you can see somewhat of the battlefield. All right, so demon and okay, so Louis, you are up first. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, since I heard the captain try to start talking, I will hold my action, depending on whether. But if they start moving towards us in an aggressive fashion, I will. I'm ready to start, blasting away with radiant bolts. If they start coming at us, but I'll hold my action for now and let the captain talk.
Might be open to reasoning.
Doubt it.
All right, so you want to move how far towards it? Your full movement?
I will move up beside the captain.
Okay.
Like on the up above them, technically, just beside them, and then hold the rest from there.
And hold an action.
Yeah, I'll hold.
What action are you holding, and what is the trigger?
If they come at us like in an aggressive fashion, like if they come at us with
their weapons ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot them with my radiant sunbolt.
And I need everybody to really quick roll me a perception check.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Yes,
God damn.
You all's rolls this evening. I swear.
It makes sense. His perception is just consistently. How many ones does he have to roll for perception before he gets like a negative to it for a while?
It's the heat. It's the heat. We're in hell, okay?
Can
It's
we
the
all
heat.
get another
I'm kind of
try?
just dying off in the line. Just,
Can we all get a reroll?
That's not how that works, unfortunately. um,
Please.
I mean, it is DM's discretion, but DM said no.
Oh,
That's fine.
um, so as so this bearded devil looks at you. You will taste the best.
Oh,
And is then going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, is going to start just slowly walking towards you. And as you look at him, he just looks at you. And you can tell that he's almost starting to drool. He may not have eaten in a while.
I don't think there's reasoning with this thing.
Okay. So
can
so
I
the,
donate my food?
Zerai.
Okay, I look at it and I'm like, are you sure you want to do this?
Yum.
I'll
And
take that
as
as
it
a yes.
says that, I throw a sacred flame at it.
Okay.
Do you
You
think
have
it's
you
advantage?
So a sacred flame is a dexterity saving throw, correct?
Yep.
Okay. It has advantage, and that is a
It's going to
18.
be a 1. It's going to be a 1 either way.
1 damage. Okay. It's almost like you didn't even do anything to it, and it just
Yeah.
continues to step forward
So
slowly.
after I do that, I'm going to move 5 and 15. I'm going to move right there.
Okay. Um.
And as a bonus action,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. +2 to your AC, correct?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. That will bring up Elodia at the back of the pack.
And I'm how far away?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. About 80 feet.
And I can only go
30. Or you can use your action to dash and double that, but you won't be able to attack.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
But you're also a rogue. That means you can bonus action and dash, and then still get to attack.
Cunning action dash.
Oh. Okay, how do I do that?
So you're going to move 30, because that's your regular movement. Use the little arrow to grab your character. Okay, you move 30, and then you're going to bonus action dash, so you can move up to another 30 feet. It means you will be the first one in combat with it if you're going to combat.
I was looking at my radiant bolt. It's only got a 30-foot range, and since I can't move again, I can't shoot until he gets that close. And he's not that close.
Yeah, he's still got 10 more feet.
I had to try to go off to the side.
Okay. And that will bring up. Hold on, let me switch.
I would like to do Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
Yeah.
You can do a Ray of Frost. Go ahead and do an attack. But you have disadvantage on the attack.
Oh! Finally.
But you have disadvantage. It means you have to roll it again and take the lowest.
Wait, where was this?
It has magic resistance. So it's an 11. 11 misses. Sorry.
That's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yes, it's a cantrip. So it doesn't do any damage. You watch as the bolt comes and hits him and just melts away as it literally did nothing.
Okay, no magic. Got it.
No, you can use magic. It just has advantage on anything that it would hit him.
I don't like the disadvantage. Fuck it. I'm not doing it.
And as you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But from behind you, you hear, yes, food. We eat, brother. Yeah, that was said in Infernal, so nobody else can understand it unless you can speak Infernal. To you all, it sounds like.
To me,
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah.
This one's also hungry, guys.
That is the end of its turn. Because it is only close-up weapons, because it's only a up close and personal. And as you're watching, you watch as this large glaive comes out from both of them. That will bring up Victor. Victor, your turn.
Okay. Shit, I can't make control. Well, that ruins that idea. Where is this one? Goddamn.
They're both still a little ways away, but they are slowly just wandering up to you like they don't have a care in the world.
How do I know when my Eldritch Blast hits second level? How do I know when that happens?
Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
I believe it.
Two abilities that kind of work, but it has to be casted at the second level.
You have access to second level spells?
Doesn't look like it. Oh, yep, I do, but I don't have it selected as it. I have it as a cantrip.
No, it is a cantrip, but you can cast it at second level.
Okay.
You can cast it at levels higher.
Okay.
In fact, there should be one of your spell on your spell list in the second level. There should be one that says a higher level cantrip, unless it is an ability.
It does not. It just says it listed on a cantrip.
Then it's an ability.
Cantrips increase their damage based on your player level or your caster level.
Shit, then I don't know if these two things I picked for it apply then.
Hold on. Let me look. Let me look at your character. Where did you?
Because I have Agonizing Blast and Lance of Lethargy.
So I know Agonizing Blast, what that does is it just adds your casting modifier
Um,
to Eldritch Blasts.
And then the other one slows the character's enemy speed by 10 feet.
spells.
Second level. I don't.
So Eldritch Blast. Hold on.
You said lethargical or
Lance of Lethargy.
No, you don't get any. You only get one beam until you're at level 5. You get 2 beams. It's always cast as a cantrip.
Okay? So do these two things I added to it? Do they they always have effect then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. That's what I was unsure about. I was like reading, I'm like, wait, it says second level, but it doesn't say it's second level spell.
No, no, no. You got it. You got it at second
Okay.
level. That's what. That's what
Okay.
that means. You gained it at second level.
I see. Okay. Then I'm gonna shoot this one. Wait, where's my pointer? This one, right in the face. Because I should be able to hit it. Yeah, it's close enough distance. Assuming that I can roll.
All right. You have disadvantage, FYI.
I know. But I can't make it to. My other plan was not going to happen because I can't make it to either one of them. Alright, now I gotta roll again.
Yep.
Come on, don't let me down. God damn it.
That is a miss as it goes wide.
Choose not to do magic.
We're doing great.
All right. That will bring up Victor. Zdena, your turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around with a cantrip. I'm going to. Where's the? Okay, I'm gonna go 25 feet in this direction, and I will cast a first level magic missile, and I'll hit all three of them at the one that we're focusing.
You still have to roll.
No, you don't.
Magic missile. They have because they have resistance to magic.
Roll.
Yeah, you don't roll with magic.
Yeah, that's true.
Half its damage.
Magic missile.
It means it means it's just gonna have half its damage then.
Because that's why it's such a nasty spell is force damage as well. So one of the hardest ones to have resistances to.
Yeah, but they have magic resistance and they're magic. So, so roll your damage.
Got a 4.
A total of a 4.
No, it just says 4. I don't know why it wouldn't roll.
It did. It rolled a 3 plus 1 is 4. Because you rolled it at first level.
So then each dart deals that damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So then ultimately it would be 6.
So 6, and then halved would be 3.
Well, no, it would be 12 half to 6.
Oh, half to 6. Okay. And it was on this far one or the closer one?
The one in front of us.
The one that you first saw.
The one that we ran into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be.
Okay. That will bring up the top of the round, Louis.
Okay. How far away is the thing from me now?
It currently is. This one's 40 feet, and that one's 50 feet.
I'll move up 10 feet to the one in front of me, us. Like, I guess diagonal one and then up one. That would put me close enough, right?
So you're gonna move here,
Yeah, that should put me close enough, right?
and yeah, you're within 30 feet.
Okay. I'll do Radiant Sunbolt on him.
Okay.
And I will burn a Kai point, which allows me to cast it as a bonus action as well, so I can do it twice. So do 4 rolls?
Do 4 rolls, yes.
Okay. 1, 2. That one definitely missed.
Nope, that one hits.
Oh, it did? Okay. And then definitely missed.
That one definitely missed. That's a natural one.
Okay, so then roll damage one time.
One time.
And it's radiant damage.
10 damage. Nice. This one takes... Oh, let me get to the right thing. There we go. 10 damage. All right. Anything else? That's your action, your bonus action. You still have movement.
Well, I have some of my movement left, but now I'll hold where I am now, but I'll do like a monkey screech at him and like smack my chest, even though I'm 3 feet tall.
Okay. It is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's going to be right up in your face as it brings its glaive down. Is going to take an attack at you. And... No, where's it at? Come on. There it is. It's going to use its first attack. Misses. As its beard kind of comes around to hit you. It completely misses you, so it brings its glaive around with it. And that is also, that's 8. 13.
Armor is a 15.
Misses. So it misses you as it brings its both of its glaive and its beard around to try to swing at you, and you easily kind of dodge out of the way. Dezurai, you're up.
So we're going, let's see. I'm just going to move right here. And I'm going to attempt to hit this one with a level 1 guiding bolt.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack roll with disadvantage.
So,
Wow, 19 hits.
And it does 8 radiant.
8 radiant, and whoever attacks it next gets advantage on their next attack.
Oh, that's good. So that would cancel out its natural thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so if you hit it with an attack rolled spell, it would just be a straight roll instead of disadvantage. It only lasts for 1 attack.
I have the sneezies. Okay. That will bring up Elodia. You get advantage on your next attack, which, because you have advantage on your next attack, Elodia, that would be Jess.
That would mean I can use magic without disadvantage?
Well, that, or you could use your sneak attack.
I'll definitely do that.
So you would have to move right here to get flanking to do your sneak attack.
No, she has advantage because of your guiding bolt.
Is sneak attack? I thought sneak attack was anytime you were flanking.
No, sneak attack is anytime you get advantage, or if they are surprised by you.
I think the surprise is specifically an assassin rogue feature.
What?
Yeah, well, that's makes it even better. You get super. It's automatic crit.
Well,
Right.
then wasn't flanking a thing in 4E and older ones where if I was fighting him and you were also fighting him because we were adjacent to each other, you would get
That is well, you don't get flanking bonus. You get advantage.
Okay.
If you are flanking, you get advantage.
Or I remember there was something just straight called flanking. Or was that a feat you could take?
There was a feat you could take flanking.
Okay.
I believe in 4th. I didn't play much of 4th, so.
There were so many feats in 4th.
All right, so what are you gonna do, Elodia?
Am I allowed to? Wait, no.
I want to. Sorry, kitty in the way.
Your kitty's decided to want it to be on camera.
I guess so. With his cute little butt. Okay, so with a sneak attack, what's my distance?
What are you using?
If I were to use a short sword,
That means you have to be close and personal, meaning you shoot 5 feet.
I know, but like,
Same as
am I able to get to 5 feet away?
Yeah, you have 10. You have 10 feet to move, and you can be next to him.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, move up to him.
And I'm gonna hit him with a short sword.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack. You have advantage on this. Means you get to roll it twice and take the higher. That's an 18, and go ahead and roll one more time.
Wait, what?
Roll one more time, and you get to take the higher of the two because you could crit.
Oh,
Yeah, advantage is.
They were both 18s. That was pretty good. All right, so go ahead and roll your damage, and you get to roll that, and you also get to roll an additional 1d6 because you are backstabbing. Because you're doing your, or is it 2 at level 3? 10 damage plus. Hold on. Elodia, let's look at your character. I think it's still 1d6, but let me double check. 2d6. Add so roll 2d6 by themselves. So in the bottom corner, you see the dice. You can roll the dice by themselves on D&D Beyond.
Oh, that already happened in the calculation.
Did it? Oh no, it does. It did. I'm sorry, it did. Never mind. Sneak it. It's 6 plus 4 is total 10. But how did it know she was sneaking? I guess it's just regular.
Automatically does it.
Okay, so it's a total of 10 points of damage. That was horrible rolls for your sneak attack. So that is 10 points of damage. Oops, let me get the right thing here. Okay. He looks to be a little bit hurting. Starting to hurt just a little bit. That is going to bring up the other one. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As it slowly shambles up to Victor. And you see its big glaive. It has a 10-foot reach. And is going to smack you at 10 feet. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Hold on. And so it's 1d10. I found a d8. Where the hell's a d10 in here? Oh, here we go. So that's going to be 11 points of damage. And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it.
God damn, Victor.
Okay, that is a fail. As this thing slices through you, you watch as the wound opens even further. And at the beginning of your turn, you are going to take 5 points of damage.
God damn.
Or you can try to staunch the wound. Well, you're going to take the 5, but then on your turn you can use your action to stop the wound. But that will require your action.
What kind of condition is this?
This is a grievous wound. It is it's an infernal wound.
I'm going to make the assumption that after fighting Lidem, that he was nice enough to heal me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody healed back up to begin.
Well,
Did we
that's
gain
luck.
all our spell slots back?
Sure. Actually, I would have let you have all. You guys could have all had a long rest afterwards.
God damn it.
Okay, that changes things then.
Well, that's like half my life gone.
Okay. So then it will be your turn, Victor. Oh, take 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I guess I'm gonna try to stop the wound since I'm more than halfway dead.
Oops.
What do I
I mean,
roll
you
for
also
this?
do have a healer for a captain, so
I mean, that is true. I kind of want to hit this thing, try to hit this thing in the face for doing that.
just go hit it in the face.
All right.
Hit it in the face.
Yeah. Oh.
You will take another 5 points of damage if you don't staunch the wound.
Ah, shit.
However, unless somebody heals you, somebody could heal you. You never know.
That's true.
It won't be till your next turn, and I go before you.
We're pretty close to each other. Okay. What do I want to eat? What do I want to do? What is? Oh god, what? Shillelagh? Is that how you pronounce it?
Shillelagh.
Oh,
Shillelagh?
Magic. Yeah, is that considered magic?
Yes.
All right.
it is a
Then
good
I'm
Well,
just
it
gonna.
just makes your weapon magical for the.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hit it with my quarterstaff then.
Are you going to shillelagh it first, or are you just going to hit it?
No, I'm just gonna hit it.
Okay.
Assuming I can. Hey!
That is an
So
18 to hit. That hits.
God.
Go ahead and roll the damage. Were you using one or two-handed?
Two-handed. I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong one. Hold on. I think I rolled the.
It automatically
It rolled both.
Oh, okay,
but
two-handed.
It rolled both, but with different numbers.
Yeah, it rolls them
Your
separately.
one-handed attack did better than your two-handed attack on that
God damn
roll.
it! Can I change it to one-handed?
No.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, because you don't know what you're going to get before you roll it, so.
Let go of one hand mid swing and it does more.
Yep, apparently.
It's a little more momentum.
Yeah, let's go.
It's like swinging a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Dark Souls boss. Wind up.
You know,
Well, you know,
wind up in a
it's not
pitch.
roll this time.
As they say, swing away.
It wasn't a 5 like my normal rolls have been.
Bruno.
that's my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I know. Swing away. Swing away. All right. That will bring up Dana.
I'm worried.
Be afraid. Be very afraid of the devils.
I'm just gonna keep focusing the one we've been focused on with a ray of frost.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 2 attacks.
Hey, okay.
Oh, hey, that works.
Hey.
Roll the damage. A whole 2. It takes 2, but it is slowed.
Yeah. I'll actually go like over here. Maybe over here if I can.
Okay. That will bring up the top of the round, Louis.
Okay. Let's see, he's right in my face.
Punch it.
Punch him, punch him.
At this exact moment, I'm going to swing with my quarterstaff, because if I swing it two-handed, it actually hits a little bit harder.
It does.
Yeah. That's on my next tier of monkhood that I'll hit at least as hard as the two-handed. So I'll roll to attack the one right in front of me.
That is gonna miss.
Yeah, I know you need to roll the second one. And then I'll burn a high point to do Flurry of Blows,
The flurry of blows.
which gives me 2 more unarmed strikes.
2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah, so and then for the first one, and then
That hits. And the second one also hits.
Ooh, okay. So then, first damage.
And these count as magical, so...
Ooh, okay.
So 8 points total.
No, they count as magical attacks.
Yeah,
Magical,
so
yes, he has damage resistance to against spells and magical effects, not against magical
right,
weapons.
So the total damage would have been 16.
16.
So half of that
No,
is.
it's still 16.
Oh, is it 16?
Yep. Because he has damage resistance on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So anything...
That's right, the monk's ability is not magical.
Correct. He does have, and he has resistance from other things that are non-magical.
Nice.
But magical things and silvered things, he takes full damage. That will, he is bloodied. That will bring up the demon's turn. You just hit him pretty hard. He is going to turn and just kind of go all out at you. He seems to be a last-ditch effort to try to eat you. That was a natural 20 and then a miss.
Put away your orange die.
I don't have my orange dice. I actually have my mini bag of dice, so it is tight. All my teeny tiny dice. There are hundreds of dice in this little tiny bag. So I rolled a natural 20 and a 5.
Okay.
So the first one was the natural 20 was his beard, so it's less damage though.
Does that mean do I even get to roll for being poisoned, or am I just straight poisoned?
No, you still get your Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Do that now or not yet?
14 points of piercing damage,
Oof.
and then a saving throw.
16. Bump me, and then a con saving throw. Oof.
Oh, you pass.
Oh man, you rolled really good.
Yeah.
If you did not, you would be poisoned, and this poison doesn't allow for you to be healed.
Oh.
That will bring up
Unless there's restoration. Cough, cough.
that will bring up Zerai.
So I'm going to move right here. And I'm just going to put my hand on Victor's back. And cast. Fuck it. Now we'll go. Yeah, we'll do Cure Wounds at first level. My normal Cure Wounds as a spell.
Okay.
And you are back to full health.
Gain 13 hit points.
And your wound is staunched.
Yep. The wound goes away.
Almost back to full health. Close enough. Thank you, Captain.
And since that was 10 feet of movement, I'm going to move.
Are you going to do that? He does have a 10-foot reach.
Fuck.
You are now in his vicinity.
I still have an AC of 20. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
All right.
5, 10, 15, 20.
He is going to take his attack of opportunity, and that is a 15 plus 5, which is a 20.
Well, that's right on the money.
All right, so he is hitting you with the beard. So that is going to be 5 points of damage, and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I'm guessing he's a high level devil. He probably might have it naturally, but I'm like,
I am poisoned.
You are poisoned and cannot be healed, on each of your turns. You can repeat your saving throw, but you cannot be healed for the next minute. So for the next 10 rounds.
Or unless I use lesser restoration on myself.
or that. That will bring up Elodia. Your turn.
I'm gonna try the sword again since that's been helping.
Okay, so it's just a regular roll this time. That is going to miss. As you swing, it kind of deftly steps out of the side. You notice that it's kind of swaying really bad, though, like it's hurt really bad. Are you doing anything else?
What else can I do?
You can bonus action offhand and hit it. Oh wait, but you're using a short sword. If you had a dagger, you could hit it
So I grab a
offhand.
dagger and
Yeah, you
try
can
to hit it.
offhand dagger hit it as an unarmed or or as a dagger strike. Bonus. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll the damage for the dagger. It's 7 points of damage. Well, as you look at it, it is pretty hurt. 7 points of damage did not quite do it, though.
Damn it.
You're very close, though, and it is the other one's turn. The other one is going to be in Victor's. It's going to just step around you and not stay out of your range. Stay inside. It stays inside your attack range, and is going to turn and hit you with the glaive while it turns its beard and throws its. Hitting you with the beard, hitting Zerai with the glaive because it has reach. That's what we're doing. So the one against you, Victor, will hit. So that is going to be its beard. And you are going to take 4 points of damage, and then I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, hold on.
Wait a minute. I wouldn't be poisoned.
Why?
I would be grievously wounded. Because it attacked me with its glaive.
No, it used it. Oh, actually, yes, it did. I'm sorry. You would be grievously wounded. Sorry.
So I'm not poisoned.
You are not poisoned. You are wounded. And the one you will also be wounded again.
Rolled higher than a 20?
I rolled an 18 plus 5. 18 on the dice.
Fucking CR level are these things?
3.
Bull.
That's why there's only 2 of them. If I would have thrown a third one, it would have matched your level. And that is a.
Our character's only level 3, right?
Your character is level 3. So that is level. That is going to be 13 points of damage to user eye, and make another Constitution saving throw. And you, what did you get, Victor? You failed yours. You are poisoned.
Fantastic.
And you took the 4 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. That is the end of its turn. Victor, it is your turn.
So does that mean I take 10 points of damage at the beginning of my turn?
Correct. You have 2.
I'm probably going down at the beginning of my turn.
Well, other people have healing potions. There are 2 other.
I took the potions.
Yeah, but there is somebody else in the group that has can put their hand on you and use their ability.
Yeah.
Actually, I will survive the turn, but I will have 2 hit points.
So if I move, I risk getting a hit again.
Well, no, as long as you stay within his attack range, you can move.
Okay. So then if I move like here.
You would be fine. It's not in your spell's ability. It's an ability that I haven't given you yet. But you
I
can.
have Cure Wounds as a spell too.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use that on Zerai.
Gain 11 hit points back.
We're just healing each other up in here.
I know,
Pretty
right?
much. I'm
That
pretty
would
sure
close
that's
the
all I
wound
can do.
also.
All right. You moved. You attacked. Are you doing it? Do you have a bonus action?
I think my bonus actions would actually help me out right now. So.
Okay. That is the end of your turn, Dana. You.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Oh.
I forgot I have one that would.
Okay.
I can do Tentacles of the Deep.
Ooh, that'll work.
If it hits.
That does hit.
Yes.
9.
And a minute is 10 rounds, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think this lasts for a minute if I remember right.
Okay. That will be the end of your turn. Dana's turn.
Yep.
Okay. I think.
Gotta kill one of these things.
Yeah.
Well, the
think
one
I'm gonna-
that's by Louis and Elodia, it looks like it's on its last leg.
It is very bloody.
I'm gonna try to magic missile that one again.
Okay. As you cast magic missile, are you going to put all of the bolts at it, or are you going to separate them?
I don't want to risk it. I think I'm going to send all 3 of them at that.
Okay. You send all 3 of them, and as it only had 1 hit point, it goes down. You watch as these things pierce, and it just literally just crumbles into a small thing, and a small bit of you watch as the internals of it just kind of go up in flame, and a small flame, and then a flame goes out.
Okay, and then
Wait,
I'm
are you
going.
telling me I was
move
1
over there.
point away?
You were 1 hit point away from killing it.
That's how it normally goes. Trust me, Jess. I've been
That's
in your
not how-
situation plenty of times.
This happens though actually a lot in D&D. You get them down to 1 hit point, and you're like, "Fuck, really?" It happens a lot.
Or you survive by 1 hit.
Or you survive by 1 hit point. Yeah.
So as the one in front of King Louis and Elodia just gets shredded by magic
Annihilated.
missiles, I'm gonna walk past the 2 of them and be like, the captain and Victor could use your help. There's not a lot I can do. Get in there.
Oh. All right. It is King Louis' turn.
He gives Dana a look of just not happy with his outfit. And then I'll go over to the other one and take a swing at him.
Okay.
Attacks. Quarterstaff.
Nice.
That hits. Do you want to be on? Do you want to walk around him and you'll get advantage on it, or do you want to just leave it right there? Because you could come around. You could literally walk in his thing and just kind of circle him, and you would get advantage on the attack.
If I roll a 20, you just get max damage now, right? You don't
No,
get
it's double damage. It's double damage.
It's double the dice.
Okay.
It's double the dice, or you can roll the dice twice.
I'll keep the damage. I hit max damage. 12 damage is pretty damn.
Okay.
I'll keep that. Because then, it's like, yeah, I might hit the 20, but then I might roll 2 ones.
No, well, that's true.
And I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
I've only got
Only one key point left. You could do a short rest afterwards, which is an hour rest, but to get your key points back. But
Yeah. I
that will bring up the dead one's turn. It died. It goes to back. Oh, it goes to hell. It's already there. Zerai.
All right, I'm going to move 5, 10.
At the beginning of your. Oh no, you were healed. Never mind.
Yeah, I was healed. 10, 15, 20,
Are you running away from it?
30.
It's going to use its attack of opportunity.
Unless you're going to use disengage.
That is going to be a 19, which misses.
And then
You're 20 in AC.
I know. I have to roll at least a 15 to hit. That was a 14.
yeah, that's why I love fucking Shield of Faith.
Oh, you probably don't have heavy armor, huh? 'Cause I'm
No.
like, wait. Okay, 'cause I'm like, wait, cleric?
I have
Shield,
light
shield?
armor, but I also have a shield.
Okay. Well, I was like doing the math in my head. I'm like, wait, heavy armor, a shield, and shield of faith should put you like 22, 23. But not everybody uses heavy armor. I love heavy
I
armor.
can't use heavy armor. I'm not proficient in heavy armor.
Yet.
I thought as a cleric you get it automatically. Or was that again 4E?
Certain subclasses.
4. Yeah. It's certain subclasses, not all subclasses.
Okay. I just remembered in 4E they just gave it flat as a cleric. It's one of the reasons why it was kind of abusable. I see why they took it away, I guess.
So this one pissed me off because it hurt me.
It did.
We're gonna cast a guiding bolt at it at 2nd level.
Wow. All right. Go ahead and roll it.
Too bad the natural 20 doesn't hit, but it's gonna take 26 points of radiant damage either way. That was at disadvantage.
Oh, it hurt it.
5d6. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second level is brutal.
Guiding bolt, so the next person that attacks it has advantage.
Yep. Which is going to be Elodia.
Alrighty.
Perfect range to just walk up.
I'm gonna try to do a sneak attack.
Okay.
And use my short sword.
All right. So walk up there. 5. Yep. You have 30 feet of movement. And you automatically get advantage on your next attack.
Okay.
So you also get to roll your dice twice to attack it. That's a 17 and a, let's see, do you crit? 23, which is better. Doesn't crit, but it's still really good. And then roll your damage.
Wait, I thought it didn't hit.
No, it does hit.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it hits.
Oh.
23 massively hits.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be 13 total damage. All right. It did take some damage and it looks quite bloodied.
My
dagger.
You can use your dagger.
Its ass.
You can use your offhand and hit it with a dagger. That is a natural 20. So you get to double the dice.
So just do it twice.
So you just roll it. It's 1d4. Just roll the damage. Just roll the damage, and I'll tell you what you get.
Okay.
Because you can roll the d4 twice, or So it's that is going to be a rolled max, which is 2, 4, 8 plus 0. So that's going to be a total of 8 damage. Hey, did it? No.
Oh wait.
Yeah, it did. It critted.
Yeah, it did everything except apply the sneak attack damage improperly.
Yeah, the sneak attack it didn't, but the regular damage it did. That's really weird. So that is going to be 8 points of damage. Um, and it is hurting really bad.
I swear, if it's just one eight, if it's
It's one fucking hit point, isn't it?
No,
2?
no. That will bring up its turn. King Louis, you hit it really hard. It doesn't like you at the moment.
I'm okay with that.
That is going to be a 17 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
and a 15 to hit.
The second one matches my armor. If it
So he meet beats.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be well, that's horrible. Going to be 3 points of damage. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me, because this is the beard.
Ooh, it was almost a 4.
You're fine. And then the second one is going to be 4 points of damage, and roll another Constitution saving throw. You're good at those Constitution saving throws. That is also a pass. So you just took some damage. His turn's over. It is now Victor's turn.
Okay. We're gonna smack it one more time.
Smacky, smacky.
I am
Wait,
bloodied
actually,
as hell.
I believe my summon hits it first. Actually,
Yeah. You can use it's a bonus action to activate it.
yep. Yeah, and it lasts for a minute, so
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and use that first.
Okay. That hits. As these tentacles fly out, how would you like to do this?
Is it a murder one?
It's a murderized it.
Let's see. How many tentacles does this normally create? Is it just one?
I think it's just one.
Okay.
It's a
I'm
tentacle
gonna
of the
have
deep.
it wrap around the thing's neck and slowly just keep squeezing it until its head explodes into bloody glory.
As you watch its head explodes and guts just kind of go up and all over the place, and you watch as a small fire rips in its belly, and it literally turns to dust. And as it turns to dust, something glitters in the middle.
is it an emerald?
As it's you saw something in the middle of its ashes.
I'm gonna walk,
I rush
walk
over
up to
there
it.
to pick it up.
Oh, you beat me to it.
You reach into the ashes really quickly before he steps down to reach down, and you pull out a very large emerald.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Agreed.
Before that, before we leave, I'm going to walk up to Louis. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder. And I'm going to cure wounds. Where is it? God damn it. Yeah, first level. There we go. My last first level spell. Cure Wounds for 13 points of healing.
Get 13 hit points back.
Ooh, okay, there we go. That hit the spot. I feel a lot better now.
And then I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to harness Divine Power.
Okay.
And I'm going to regain a level 1 spell slot.
Okay.
Just in case.
Are you going to go further into the cave or turn around and get the fuck out?
Is this the black emerald that we're looking for?
It is an emerald. It is a green emerald.
It's supposed to be green emerald.
Is this supposed to be a green one?
Well, he showed you a black one that had been used and completely worthless.
Black is what this one will end up as after it is used.
Can I do an Arcana check to see
Yep.
what would... Okay.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Never mind.
Oh no.
I'll take
Did I give it a go?
Yeah. Anybody who can cast spells can. Dana, you know that the original one was probably green at some point before it was used.
The emerald that Ladem showed us was very clearly used. I think this will work.
All right.
Elodia, you also know that it was probably green before it was used.
Wait, so we can all roll?
It did
Never
say
mind.
emerald.
Yeah, only people who. I don't think mine
My
counts.
knowledge of
though.
gems is sparse, but I do know that emeralds are green.
Yeah, it's like one of the most basic stones.
Does anyone know why it needed to be green?
Because emeralds are green?
No. Why it needed to be a green stone? Y'all watch Marvel, right?
Oh, I was
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, I know about the stones, but I don't know which one has what power.
Green one's the time stone.
That's why it had to be green. It was kind of a play. Ah.
I would like the emerald, please. That's a ruby. Don't know what you're talking about.
Just trust us.
All right.
Just trust us.
So you all very quickly head back?
Yes. We
Okay.
dash towards the door.
You all make beat feet, and it's been probably about an hour, maybe an hour and a half since you guys make it up, and you guys come back and you are exhausted by the time you reach the door, as you guys beat feet back. And off in the distance, you see a very large looming over the top just as you guys reach the door. What looks to be a Baylor. One of the. Actually, before you know what it is, go ahead and roll a. I will let you do an Arcana check, or a History check.
Let's mix it up.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't think that would have me know it.
Let's see, 10, 9, 21, 14, and 16. The 16 and the 21. King Louis and Victor. You two have only in legend have you heard of demons this big. And it is a huge demon that is literally covered in flames. And it is flying up over the top of some trees. And just as you guys step through and the door closes behind you. It was a Baylor. Baylor are the big demons.
That's not fucking ominous or anything.
No.
It's a good thing around here got the door shut.
So, were you successful?
Oh no, you tell me. And I pull out the emerald.
Yeah, that will do. That will do perfectly. He kind of looks at it briefly, and that will do fantastic and be. It's exactly right. Well, other than a few flaws in it, but it'll still be fine. And that we're gonna take 10-minute break.
I need
So
food. I'm gonna go make something to eat.
So we will be back in about 10 minutes. So be back here at about 7:10 for all of you on the in Pacific time. Anybody else figured out 10 minutes? It's one of those times. All right, leave me alone. So we'll be back in
No,
just a few minutes.
it's great because you know, yeah, we're lucky it's being
places. Yes.
Transition. All right, welcome back, everybody.
I did that 5 years ago.
Oh, did you? Oh, hold on. There we go.
It was
Welcome,
5 years ago.
Transition.
welcome back. We are back from our small little tiny break. While we were well, before we went on our break, the characters needed our fellow travelers needed to go out and find themselves a gem, and Ledem pointed them in the right direction, but can't leave the library. Can't leave the this whole area, so sent them out to find themselves a gem so he can send them back home. And as we come back, you all just handed him the gem. He looked it over and said, "This will work." And that is where we left off.
Can we take a rest?
He looks you all over and says, "You look to have been in better shape."
Yeah, it was a little rough getting that gem for you there, Ledem.
Well, it didn't take you very long. You were pretty quick.
Well, that doesn't mean we didn't run into our fair share of trouble.
Oh, what'd you run into?
These devil-looking things.
Oh, there's some good fighting in there.
It was a fight.
I wish I could have gone. But alas, I'm stuck here. So you can go back, and he goes over to the door again. He turns the key. He turns it a couple times, opens it up. You see a great big huge, oh, not that door, the huge library. As you guys look through, there's books and stuff. Not that door. Damn it. Did it again. Goes and turns the key a couple more times and opens it up, and you see his kitchen and his little dormitory that he has. So there are rooms in that door over there. If you guys would like to get some rest, there's some beds in there.
Sounds like a great plan.
As they start, is everybody else taking a rest?
Yes.
Yep.
As everybody walks to their rooms, I stay behind.
Okay. Well, it's one big room. It's one big room with a couple cots and a bed in a larger bed in the
As
center.
everybody goes to lay down, and once I'm sure everybody's out of earshot, I'm gonna roll my sleeve up, my right sleeve again, to expose the tattoo on my wrist,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna point it towards Ledem and say, so when you saw this earlier, you had a look like you recognized what this is.
He looks at it again. He glances down. I do.
Could you tell me, please? Because I have no idea.
This means you were owned.
Owned by who?
Not sure who exactly, because there are many of them, but a demon.
Demon?
It looks to be a demon mark. So, watch yourself.
A demon? And she just kind of looks at her mark. Would this be the reason why I can't remember anything?
I don't know why you can't remember. Do you mind?
By all means.
He puts a hand on your forehead and traces a couple runes up his arm, and then he traces one on his chest as he covers the thing after he traces it. He puts his hand on it, and he's thinking for a moment. You don't feel anything. And he pulls his hand back. And he says, "That is quite powerful. Um, I could break through it, but it would take me some time."
Like, how much time?
Just by touching the outside of it, that hurt. Um, Maybe a day, maybe two. Not sure.
Zerai just kind of looks down a little bit, and kind of like she's thinking, like she puts her hand on the bridge of her nose, like she's thinking. If this takes that amount of time, this would be something I have to discuss with my crew first.
Take as much time as you want. I can send you within a month of you leaving. It's not exact.
I'm sure that whenever or wherever we decide to go, I can find my ship as long as it's within a certain time frame.
I think you'll be able to find it with a little luck.
So I take a step back from Ladem and I roll my sleeve back down. And I look at him. I'm like, I'm going to go talk with the guys, with the crew right now, and I will let you know what we decide.
Take your time. I have some business to take care of.
I assumed you had like preparations you have to make, so.
No preparations. I need to make sure that I have to walk the maze and through the hall, make sure there's no tracks, and do my regular upkeep.
Okay, well, I will let you know. And I turn around and start heading towards the kitchen area where everybody's getting settled in for the night.
Okay, you head into the back room, and there's there's a couple cots and a large bed. It looks like they normally wouldn't be there, but they are. Like they magically appeared for each of you.
So when I walk into the room, I'm going to do something none of these guys have ever seen me do before. And I'm going to take my robes off. And I'll just have like my shirt and like just I just take my robe off. I fold it up nicely and I set it on top of a chair. And I sit down and face everybody. I'm like, everybody, please gather around. I have something I need to discuss with you.
What's up, Captain?
So, one thing I've kept hidden from you guys for the entire time we've traveled together is kind of a secret that I kind of don't tell very many people. And that is this mark, and I hold my arm out so everybody can see the mark on my arm. This mark.
I need all of you to roll a history check with disadvantage.
Wait, so what
Or
am I rolling?
Arcana.
With what?
Or Arcana with no, it would be history. With disadvantage.
Do we have to roll it twice then?
What's a disadvantage?
Disadvantage means you roll it twice, take the lowest.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
If I were to use comprehend languages, would that
Oh wait, was
help with the check?
Arcana
No.
exception or is it
No,
history?
it's history.
Alright, please disregard that.
All right then.
All right, let's see. Everybody rolled really well. Holy
Yeah, you
crap.
I
rolled
was
pretty.
waiting till.
My
I was waiting
first
till.
was a net 20.
We've been spying on the captains.
Dana got a 14. No, 10. Sorry. Let's see. Louis got a.
Yeah, mine are at the very end. I waited till the very end to roll mine. That history was for something else. I don't remember what for.
Okay.
Those are
So yours is a 16.
yeah.
Elodia got a 16. Victor got a. Wow. Damn, Victor. A 21 and a 20. Or 22,
While
sorry.
not in combat.
All
I
right.
like how you all rolled this good outside of combat. I'm just
I
saying.
know.
I rolled decently in
Those are
combat.
the
I'm
important
okay with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
this was very difficult. That's why you had disadvantage, and the roll was a 20. So only you, Victor, know what this might mean.
Okay.
It
Nope.
looks
I
like
just.
it looks like a an ownership mark for a slave.
Ah, okay. I kind of look at Captain like I've seen that before, so I have slight idea of what it is.
You've seen markings like it.
Yeah.
To know exactly what it was would have required a 25, which no one
Yeah.
got. So
yeah.
Bad wording.
So I kind of brush my hand over it and cover it with a little bit of shame. And I curl my arm into my chest a little bit. And I kind of look down, kind of like I'm kind of in, kind of like in disappointment a little bit, and a lot of kind of embarrassment. So I asked Ledem because earlier when he was giving us our blessings after the trial, he acted like he recognized what this might be. And I just asked him about it. And he did confirm it's some kind of symbol of ownership. So I was a slave to somebody at some point in my life. And the reason I'm saying it this way because I don't remember my life up until about 3 decades ago. I don't remember anything of my life before I met Ta and everyone at the temple. I don't remember my life before the academy. I don't remember my life at all before any of that. All I remember is one day I woke up and I was on the ground, and this old, kind man helped me and introduced me to the temple. And from there, they sent me to Belljammer Academy, where I've done many great things for in the name of the temple.
Why would you want those memories back?
It might be nice to know
Because
where you came from.
exactly,
Well, Captain,
like,
I appreciate you sharing this with us.
so we might wanted to discuss with you possibly delaying leaving, excuse me, leaving for a day or two. Ladem says he could possibly help me regain some or all, or even just a small portion of what I lost. He says it's going to take a day or two. Because whatever caused me to lose all my memories of who I was before this, says it'll take some time.
I don't
He
see why
said
not.
he did let me know that it doesn't matter if we take these couple of days. He could still get us back to roughly about where we were on our voyage before we got separated or we got moved to um or before we jumped into the portal.
If it's important to you, Captain, I'm fine with it.
I don't see
Take
why
all
not.
the time you need.
My time is your time, so
And as all you all say that, she just kind of Zerai just kind of looks at you all and like you can see like a tear welling up in her eye because like she's very emotional about this. Like she's feeling very ashamed, but on top, but also she's feeling kind of like very proud of you guys for like as her crew. But it's also left her kind of speechless.
Kind of
I
put up
give
and
her
hug.
a very big bear hug.
I do the same thing after and kind of say to her, "You don't have to worry about anything, Captain. We're your crew. We accept you."
Group hug.
Group
Same
hugs.
here. Group hugs.
And first.
Aw, I'm gonna give all of you inspiration.
Yay!
Yay!
You can use it in our next game because we're almost done with this one.
Sounds fair. So I'm gonna track down Ladem. Let him know what we discussed, and we'll see what happens from there.
Okay.
I'm still committed to our mission of bringing order back to whatever chaos is out there. But I need these answers.
I
Okay.
just realized something.
What's that?
I never asked the book, the history tracker book thing, who my parents were.
No.
And
Maybe.
there's one
And
at this library, right?
Uh,
we haven't gotten to see yet, have we? We haven't actually
your
seen yet.
this library knows what happened 3,000 plus years ago.
But not anything leading up to it.
No. Not anything after the breaking.
We have to go back to that library when we get back to Arya.
It's probably gonna be a while because we still have to go to whatever the name of the place was. I have it written down somewhere, but I have to look
Ishgard.
it up. But my Ishgard, thank you.
So, you all you go find you go out into the thing and you notice that the door that was there before at the back of the room is still there. There's still the three doors, but there's not a door where you know that the rest of the maze is. Um, and he's not in this room. He's not in. This would be the kitchen. So you were in the bedroom. Now you're in the kitchen. You walk into the kitchen area. He's not in here. There are two doors. There's one to your left and one straight ahead. or one to your right, I should say, and one straight ahead.
I don't want to risk getting lost in the maze again.
Well, the maze door, the door to the maze is not there. There is no maze. There's no
Well,
door.
he did say he was going to do his rounds in the maze.
Correct.
I'm going to, after I get done talking to everybody, I'm going to settle in and get some rest.
Okay. You briefly look out there. He's not out there. There's the two doors. That's it. Everybody settles down. Everyone can take a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
And I pass out on the bed.
You all can click the long rest button.
Yay.
Luckily, I don't even think I need to.
I do. I had I had very little spell slots left.
You always have cantrips.
Since we're going to be here for a little while, I'd like to talk to Ledem about seeing that library that he's been hinting at.
Oh, that you've seen a couple times as he opens the wrong door.
Yeah.
He does that. Seems to do that a lot. About so you guys wake up, and as you all come to wake, you smell the cooking of food from the other room.
Food that's not in the kitchen?
No, you're not in the kitchen. You're in the bedroom. The kitchen is the room next door.
Right. Okay.
You open the door and you smell a bunch of cooking meats and potatoes and like a whole breakfast, a whole buffet of breakfast. And you see him over there, and he's got this book open and he's reading and he's doing this.
Classic.
And you see all of the cooking things they're cooking on their own. Every once in a while.
Of Merlin from Sword in the Stone.
Yes. Or Mickey Mouse with the broom.
Yep.
So he looks at you all and says, sit. As he looks up and continues reading in his book. It'll be a minute. They're almost done.
As I sit down and I pour myself like something to drink, because it's very early, I look over at Ledem and notice that he's reading, but I know he would hear me if I said something. So I'm gonna say to him, we're gonna stay a couple of days so you can help me remember.
Okay. I can certainly try. Not promising anything, but I can see what I can do.
That's all I ask for. Something is better than nothing.
True.
Ledem, since we're going to be here a few days, could I peruse your library?
Sure. And he closes the book and he's like, why don't you start with this one?
Oh, I see.
So you look at the book. It is a book written in a language you don't know.
Comprehend languages.
You do have comprehend languages. You cast comprehend languages, and it is you do not know what it's written in, but you can now understand the words. It is a book about all the different types of dragons and societal habits of dragons and of all the different types of dragons, from everything from chromatics to gemstones to metallic dragons. And it seems to be very, very in depth.
And that's what he's reading at the moment?
Yeah, light reading.
Very light reading.
Light reading.
It's like his Reader's Digest.
Well, I wouldn't want to take your book. Where was that room that you've been? Uh,
He points at the door across the hall. Right through there.
Lovely. Walk.
Why do we have
You walk to the door and you open the door and there's a broom closet. You
That
need this.
I will send out Mage Hand to grab it instead of walking back.
And you grab the key. 2 turns to the left, 1 turn to the right. No,
Well.
that's 2 turns to the right, 1 turn. I can never get that one right.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna fiddle with it.
Should we send someone with him? Or with her, just in case?
As food starts coming up to the table and being dumped into trays and stuff, please eat up.
And if I do,
And you see him start digging into some food and placing it on his plate. Good luck in the library.
don't get lost.
So you walk over to the door and insert the key. Which way are you turning it? And how many turns?
Guess I'll start with 2 turns to the left and 1 to the right. If that doesn't work, I will try the inverse.
You turn it 2 turns to the left, and then you turn it 1 turn back to the right. And as you open the door, there is an arena.
Well, that's not right. Close it. 2 to the right, 1 to the left.
And as you open it up, there is a large library. He always gets it backwards.
I figured it out.
He always gets it backwards, no matter where he's going. If he's trying to go in here, he goes the other way. He gets it backwards every time.
He's a little scatterbrained.
Sometimes
Dude.
he's quite smart. He just has a lot. And so you walk into this room, and there are more books that you could read in 100 lifetimes. That would be literally nonstop reading forever. You've never imagined this many books. And there are books that are up these big shelves that there's no way you could possibly reach. And they just seem to go for forever. Just continuously up, and then there's these huge ladders, and there's a huge almost a Rolodex, or the old school libraries where they had their little so you could look up books. There's one of those in this, and as you walk in, it seems to go forever to the left and ever to the right, and every so often there are big steps that you can walk over the top of it to get to the other side of the books. There are rows upon rows that don't seem to end.
Have fun.
Amazing.
We should tie a tether to Dana. So we can her.
But nobody went. Did anybody go with her?
I'm waiting on Ladem.
I mean, I'll go.
He's eating along with all the rest of you. Oh, you're gonna go with?
I'm going to be eating also, but I'm also waiting for Ladem.
Can I take my food with me?
You could take a plate with you.
Sweet.
Okay. I'm gonna have a Mage Hand holding a plate of food.
Alright, let's go.
All right, you two disappear into the library with the key. As you walk into the library, the door closes behind you. What would you like to look up first?
So rather than trust my mind, I trust my gut to put me in the right direction of what. Because I still don't know anything about this place, and I was drawn here for millennia, unable to reach it, but I still don't know why. So I guess I will shuffle the Rolodex to something random.
Okay.
And go to it.
All right. So you pull out the first drawer, and it is probably like you pull. So this thing's only about 5 feet deep, and you pull, and you pull, and you pull. The drawer goes out 10, 15 feet. How does that fit in there? It shouldn't. And as you just reached in and pick up the very first card you just randomly pick. And it is a book. So the very first one was a book on plant species. In Ishgard. Well, actually, it says. Hold on one second. I'll tell you exactly what it says. Not that one. I need this one. Go here. Oh, dang it. I did the wrong one. This is the one I want. So this is plants and fauna on the continent of Alpho.
Fascinating.
I'm just gonna kind of take my plate from your mage hand and be like, fascinating. Just start eating.
Victor, I may be here a while.
That's fine. I got my plate of food. You do you.
I think I'm just going to start perusing books until I find something that stands out to me, which I'm assuming will just never happen.
So you finally come as you're just kind of browsing. Let's see. I'm rolling to see what you find. You go through dozens of titles, like different plants on different parts of the world, so in different realms and in different islands. You see. Finally, you come to a book called History and Political Spectrums of Azmathu.
That wasn't the same place or name of the first thing you said, was it?
No, the first one is Alpho, which is a continent. And go ahead and roll me a history check. 20. So you're looking at this, and all of these books seem to be associated with one place, and you figure out that the world that they're talking about is the world of Azmathu. Would be all of the 4 places together before the breaking. So the world itself was called Azmathu. It was broke up into 4 parts, which you already know. Aria, which is the tech world. Ishgard, which you already know, is the island world. Zardia is the world with no magic, and you know Talia is the world of magic. But it doesn't actually say those other places. It says areas of them, and you'd find out that Ishgard used to be an island chain that was a very large, huge island chain off the coast of Alpho, which was Alpha was part of would now be technically part of the non-magic world. But you don't know. You've put 2 and 2 together that this is probably all part of the same world. But you don't know where in the universe that you don't know if it's on the tech world or on one of the other worlds because you didn't look up continents in the worlds.
Okay. I think I'm going to try and look specifically for information about the calamity, the separation event.
Okay. There isn't much on it because the universe was destroyed right after it happened. But you do find. Well, let's see if you do find anything. That's actually not a bad roll. You find out that all of the world was living in peace at the time. That it was a complete world of nothing but peace. All creatures worked together. Everyone worked in harmony. And this you're finding out in the political book that you're reading. You find out that all species, all types of dragons were working to betterment of all kind. And that's why they were succeeding in the universe. There was a dragonborn that was coming to power, a red dragonborn that was coming up in power, and you read that he was obsessed with vengeance, about maybe even taking the place of one of the gods and finding a book. The book references what's called the Book of Magic. And that's where we're going to swap over while you're reading to Jade, or to Zorai. So Zorai,
Yes.
you after you eat your meal, Ladem pulls a chair up next to you and says, "This may be uncomfortable. Just FYI.
Okay.
I need your permission before I start."
Permission is granted.
He looks at you and he traces the same runes you saw him trace the day before, or a few hours ago, and places and do the one on his chest, and then place his hand on his chest, and he touches your head. You all just see Ladem put his hand on Zerai. Everybody else, the other 2 that are with you. And about 30 minutes goes by, an hour. What are you 2 doing while you're sitting there watching this and finishing your meal?
Well,
I'm
I'll have,
assuming he's not allowed to break focus.
Probably not.
there any alcohol?
Do you say that?
Yeah, I guess.
You see a hand, Ladem, just a hand points to a cabinet.
Thank you.
Did you want to join them in the library? What about you,
I looked
Louis?
for a specific library, and you said that the book is no longer here.
It was never actually. It's only been in this. It was in this. No, actually, no. It's never been in this library. Ever.
Then how did the other group get it?
Go watch Reemergence.
Yeah, go watch Reemergence.
No, that would be spoilers.
There is no spoilers.
I'm
Louis,
just confused because
Louis, what do you want? What are you doing?
it sounded like it sounded like they picked it up here.
No.
Oh,
I'm
since
so
I'm being
confused.
left mostly alone with a very large quantity of food, we're gonna see how much a 3-foot monkey can eat.
And I just look and
Hey,
I'd be
Louis.
like, why am I not surprised? I'd be surprised if I was surprised.
Leave me to my food, drunkie.
The drunky monkey.
No, I'm just a fat. I'll eventually turn into a fat monkey. That doesn't drink. No alcohol.
You don't want
I
cocktails?
mean, that's fair.
All right. So, many hours pass. You are King Louis. You are completely stuffed. You're like looking at at a French fry and be like, I can't even eat that. Nope, not gonna happen. Type situation.
Yeah, he would do the anime thing. He'd go to eat it and then pass out with the food in his mouth or on his.
No, no. He'd just explode like they do in the one show. Anyway,
Not even done.
Wait, but does he actually pass out though? I need to know.
roll a Constitution saving throw for me. You're really good at those, so let's see if you pass out in your food. You passed out in your food.
Only when it's combat based.
You get exhausted. You must have ate some tryptophan, and you're sound asleep.
I would like to use my prestidigitation
To do what?
to turn his skin to the color of a bright blue.
You want to change
I
his
don't think
fur?
that's how that spell works.
You could change. You could dye. You could use it as a dye and probably do a small patches.
Is there too much hair to do the hair?
You could do probably a patch of hair at a time, depending on how long he sleeps. It's a cantrip. You can do it a million times.
True. I'm just gonna keep coloring it a bright blue until he wakes.
Okay. A couple hours later, Ledema still has his hand on your head, and we're gonna switch back over to the library. It's been a while in here, and you've been reading all of these books and learning about the ecology and about the politics and about who all of these people that were in the past, who they were, and you. Hold on, where's it at? Where's my notes for this one?
Dog.
Elsa.
You do notice a name of the Dragonborn is Kaladim. that gained power. And you also notice that one of one of the most prolific dragons that was basically like in charge of doing things in greater and greater magic things to enhance the world and create better harmony between everyone and create and further their technology and their magic. His name was Kadra, Kadra. He's an ancient red dragon. And at name sounds very familiar. And in his time, he was an ancient red dragon. He was one of the great leaders that brought all of the different dragon kind together as one. And that is about all you get in the current time. And as you open up the next book, you see a book. Actually, let me check. Let me double check. Okay, you do. But the next book you open has the location of an ancient library in Ishgard. And that is where we're going to end because it is that time. On another cliffhanger. Aww.
Just the look of, if you don't take me out, I will.
I'm going to eat your face. I'm going to eat it right now. Anyway.
Covered in bright blue.
He's not awake yet, so we'll find out next episode. What he does when he wakes up with blue markings all over him. Did you eat blueberries? Because you could blame it on the blueberries.
What was on the table? Everything was on the table.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us on our silly adventure with these crazy shenanigans that these guys like to do. Today is basically kind of trying to get them off world, but they decided to stay, and trying to get them back into the astral sea. But they're gonna stay here for a little while. It's fine.
I feel like Zerai would want to remember things.
Well, I completely understand. That's why it was there as an option. You could have left and done your own thing. You guys have had many options to do a bunch of things, but you haven't,
It went from angry captain to maybe not so angry captain.
True.
Captain's still kind of angry at someone.
That's why I said not so angry captain.
And she's very, very shy about it. That would be me. Anyway, but thank you guys for joining us and listening to our silly stories and just hanging out with us for a couple hours. We love you all. I love these guys because these guys are amazing. They're fantastic. They help me tell the story of this weird fucking universe that I put in my head. Anyway, but we will be back again next week for another episode of the Evergiven, and if you want to know where this fucking library was, because Jess doesn't want to know, you can go check out Reemergence. It's my other show. You can watch it here or on my YouTube channel. Links are in the description below. To check out on either platform because it's on VOD here. I think we have 10 episodes so far.
I think I just watched the 10th.
Yeah, some good shit. And because if you watch Reemergence, they have just entered the astral sea. So yeah, now they're in astral space.
I'm wondering
Oh, how do they have a spelljammer? I don't know. Maybe one crashed.
They even have
Um.
a name on it with a great lunch lady too.
Their
This is
spelljammer
why
isn't
I'm
the
thanking you
Evergiven,
right
so
now.
Yeah, their spelljammer is not the Evergiven.
Well, it might be now though. What's the name? The one we're gonna find?
No, it's not,
Seems perfect.
unfortunately. But because that one has its
also
own that one has its own captain, and if you watch the show, she'll probably be back in the next episode. So anyway, you can also join me if you like to paint miniatures or like miniatures for Dungeons and Dragons. If you play in person, you can catch me on Wednesdays or on Tuesday nights. I paint a bunch of miniatures and sometimes give them away. So if you come check me out, you might win a miniature. I haven't given away in a couple weeks because the people who usually send me miniatures aren't doing miniatures at the moment. But I should be getting some more miniatures soon. Um, and this show is also sponsored by WePrintMiniatures.com. If you use my code at checkout, you can get 10% off your order. My code is VioletFem1975. You can use that at checkout, or you can use the link in the description down below also. So go check them out if you want. They have 75,000 miniatures. Why wouldn't you? So, I mean, I want all the miniatures. Shouldn't you?
have all the miniatures.
I have lots of miniatures, but most of mine are painted. So, because I paint all the time. But anyway, other than that, I'm going to let everybody really quick introduce themselves and who they are. And if you can want to find them on social medias or wherever they happen to be, starting with Jade.
Okay, so I'm Jade. I
Or
play Zerai.
Jade.
I'm currently streaming on my channel over on Twitch, which is transgirl_Jade. I'm going to be gaming after we wrap up here, so if you want to come watch me play Warframe really poorly, you can come watch me do that as I try to do stupid stuff in the game. Um, I'm probably going to start playing other games at sometime in the future because I do kind of do variety, but right now I'm just kind of, stuck on Warframe because it's fun.
All right, Victor down in the corner, other corner, that corner.
I'm Harambe, who plays as Victor. You can find me on Twitch at Slackamorpha2023. I probably won't be streaming for probably till next month because of job change and vacation coming up, so it's gonna be a hot minute. But
Okay.
I hope when I do get on, you guys come see me because I plan on possibly doing Silent Hill 2 remake. So.
And how about Jess? I see. I knew where she was this time.
Um, I stream on Twitch, Just Yo Mama RRT. The RRT stands for Registered Respiratory Therapist, even though I don't practice anymore. I'm gonna keep that fucking title because I fucking deserved it. Anyway,
How about?
um,
Oh,
I stream a variety of games from Fortnite to Dreamlight Valley to now Played Up, thanks to Daffodilian _2002. Shout out.
shout out to the deaf.
Shout out to the Daffy. And I sometimes do horror. Like I I pretty much cover almost every game except turn-based RPGs.
No Baldur's Gate. Oh, you're so. You know. All right.
Baldur's Gate one of these times.
This side, King Louis. See, I'm right over here.
Name Kami. I play King Louis. I am around on other people's streams.
Yep,
That's about it.
that is usually where you can find him. And last, Dana, who plays Winna, who plays Dana.
Yeah, I'm Winby on all platforms. Pretty busy right now, but I'm looking to stream or either make videos of some challenge runs thinking Baldur's Gate and Elden Ring at the moment, but we'll see where it goes from there.
So I'm also looking for a group to play some Baldur's Gate with me. So if we want to play, anybody is interested in playing streaming some Baldur's Gate at some point, I would be.
One?
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh,
If I
I
can
don't
get
have
it
the money
soon.
for that.
Baldur's Gate 3 on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
If I
don't
get
have
it
the money
soon,
for
I'll
it.
let you know.
I have it and would love to beat that
It's
game.
like
I
too.
mean, if we're
$60,
not
right?
streaming it at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd probably be down for it.
I need to find me and 3 other players who are interested in streaming it once a week.
How much
If
So,
it's
is this game
gifted, I
going for right now?
totally would do it.
but I thought you didn't like turn-based.
Baldur's
When
Gate
it
is
comes to
turn-based.
D&D, that's a completely separate thing.
D&D is all turn-based.
I know.
Yeah, most turn-based role-playing games we're literally
It's
doing
not as
turn-based
competitive as some games that are
We're
turn-based.
playing Dungeons and Dragons.
To be fair, there is a mod that somebody has managed to make where they have turned it from turn-based into like you move around, fight the whole time.
Oh, that's it. How
Yeah, I
would
was
you?
reading about it. It was like they like broke the game physics of it. No idea how they did it, but somebody managed to do it.
Because how would you be able to cast spells that fast and
Literally, how do you turn a turn? How do you just turn a turn-based game into an action combat
I don't
game?
know.
That's
Maybe
a
they
good
slow it
question.
down when it turns into action mode or something. I don't know, but somebody's done it.
See, and when it comes to turn-based games, the ones I'm talking about are the ones that you don't need
art,
time to do stuff.
RTS? You
Probably.
probably are talking about RTS games.
Like games like
Old
what's
school
the big
Final
one?
Fantasy.
Is
Yeah,
that a
or Stargate.
lizard?
That's a lizard. He's got a
That's
lizard
a
on his.
lizard.
He's got a lizard on his shoulder, and he's happy to see everybody.
This is Hoplite.
I am a huge Civ fan.
She
So.
is
Oh, yeah,
7 years old.
lizard. I love lizards.
Aww.
I love all
She's a little bitch sometimes.
I
amphibians.
bet.
Leopard gecko.
She a gecko?
Yeah. Yeah, leopard.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Is
not
he gonna
surprised she's a
save you
little
on
bitch.
car insurance?
You know, after I got her, somebody said joke. I'm like, damn it! I should have named her it.
Geico. Named her Geico. Anyway, we love you all. Thank you all for coming and joining us. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everybody. Have a great one, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.